GC. The first WRX STI debuted in January 1994 as a Japan-only homologation special built by Subaru Technica International, the motorsport division Subaru founded in 1988 to compete in the World Rally Championship. The base car was the Impreza, a compact sedan introduced in 1992. The STI added the EJ20 Boxer 4-cylinder turbo, making 250 horsepower at launch, all-wheel drive with a viscous limited slip differential, gold BBS wheels referencing the WRC livery, and a massive rear wing. Production was limited to 100 cars per month. 6 numbered versions were sold in Japan from version 1 through version 6, each adding refinements while staying within the Japanese gentleman's agreement that capped officially quoted output at 276 horsepower. Real output by version 3 was over 300. Colin McRae won the World Rally Championship driving an Impreza in 1995, becoming the first British driver to win the title and the youngest world champion in WRC history. Subaru took 3 consecutive manufacturers' championships in 1995, 96, and 97. In 1998, Subaru built the 22B STI to celebrate the company's 40th anniversary and the 3rd championship. Only 400 were sold in Japan. They sold out in less than 48 hours. The 22B used a 2.2-liter version of the Boxer engine, a wide body, and forged internals. It is now worth over $200,000 in clean condition. The GC was never officially sold in the United States. GD. The GD generation arrived in 2000, and the most controversial decision Subaru made was the styling. The 2001 Bug-Eye had round headlights that fans either loved or hated. Subaru cut prices to clear inventory. The 2004 Blob-Eye redesigned the headlights into a more rectangular shape and introduced the STI to the United States for the first time, badged simply as the Subaru Impreza WRX. American cars use the larger EJ257 2.5-liter turbo, making 300 horsepower because Subaru of America wanted more torque for highway driving. Japanese cars kept the EJ207 2. The 2006 Hawkeye introduced sharper aviation-inspired headlights and the corporate 3-piece grille that Subaru still uses today. Petter Solberg drove a Subaru to the World Rally Championship in 2003, the second STI driver to win the title. The driver-controlled center differential, called DC, it let the driver electronically lock and unlock the center diff for varying torque distribution between front and rear axles. The GD established the WRX STI as the iconic American performance bargain. A new STI cost around $30,000. It could outrun cars costing twice as much in a straight line and embarrass them on a winding road. Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution buyers and STI buyers fought a war on internet forums for the entire decade. GR. The 3rd generation arrived in 2007 and made the most controversial decision in STI history. The sedan was discontinued for export markets. The new STI was a hatchback-only, internal chassis code GR. Fans complained that the iconic rally rocket had become a hot hatch. Subaru did not care. The hatchback offered more practical storage and a stiffer chassis. Power was 305 horsepower in the United States. The car kept the EJ257 and the 6-speed manual. 3 years later, in 2010, Subaru reintroduced a sedan version with a wide-body chassis code GV in response to relentless customer demand. It also marked the year Subaru dropped the Impreza name from the STI in most markets. The car was now simply the Subaru WRX STI. In April 2010, Tommi Mäkinen, the Finnish 4-time World Rally champion, who had spent his career driving for Mitsubishi against Subaru, drove a modified GR STI to a setting the record for fastest 4-door sedan ever. By this point, Subaru had withdrawn from the World Rally Championship at the end of 2008, citing the global financial crisis and the cost of competing. The STI was now a road car only. Its rally heritage had become history rather than ongoing achievement. VA. The VA arrived in late 2014 as the first WRX STI built on a chassis that was independent of the standard Impreza. Subaru wanted the STI to feel like its own model rather than a tuned commuter car. The choice to drop the hatchback body style was painful for fans. The hatch had accounted for roughly half of all WRX and STI sales in the United States, but Subaru chose to commit fully to the sedan. Power stayed at 305 horsepower from the EJ257, an engine that was now 20 years old in basic design. Critics complained that competitors had moved to dual-clutch transmissions, modern direct injection, and electronic, while Subaru still used a port-injected Boxer 4 with a 6-speed manual. STI fans considered all of those criticisms strengths. In 2018, Subaru of America released the Type RA, a special edition with a hand-built engine, a carbon fiber, and 310 horsepower. The Type RA set a Nürburgring lap record for four-door sedans of 6 minutes 57 seconds, beating the previous record set by a Renault Megane. In 2021, Subaru announced the end of WRX STI production. The final STI shipped in 2022. Subaru released the new VB generation WRX in 2021 but explicitly stated there would be no STI version. Subaru is reportedly developing a future hybrid or electric STI, but nothing has been confirmed. After almost 3 decades of production, almost 600